DoshaLyfeTv. Back again. Back again. And again. About a 40th again. What's up again? I'm just talking my shit, Smith. What's the deal? I came to speak some real. You know what I'm saying? The real red pill, not that gender reveal. I'm just talking shit, man. So what's the deal? Oh yeah, we in here for real. Okay. I'm just talking. Anyway, man, what it do, man? We back again. I just want to speak some more real shit, man. I don't even got no subject for this video here. So, I'm just gonna talk. So, let's speak on fasting again. As far as the spiritual benefits and how this fasting works like rituals. See, many people really don't know that based on how much energy they have free in their stomach will determine how the energy field around them frees up. And when I say it's like magic, it's like magic. Yeah, you think it's a game. How is it every time you water fast and all of a sudden opportunities start coming into play? Oh, y'all ain't know that? Y'all ain't fast yet? Okay, let me be real technical. It's like a ritual that gives you instant results. Without candles, without altars, you are the altar. So what am I saying? Okay, let me go even deeper. When you water fast and open up your energy field, the energy field, it's going to seem like magic how stuff in this physical world starts to react and move exactly how the energy is moving in your colon, in your stomach. The more life force you have in your body, the more life is generated in your environment. For you. I don't know how simpler I can make it. It's like trying to explain sugar to somebody who's never tasted something sweet. It's really like magic. Like, stop eating for a few days. That's sacrifice for your soul. Anytime you sacrifice anything for your soul, you get rewarded by your soul. How can I simplify this? See, I'm day 3 of a dry fast. If I could tell you how much crazy stuff could happen in just one day, and it doesn't even have to be just stuff happening. Your renewed mindset might put you in the energy field of actually getting shit done that was a blockage in your mental beforehand. I'm not going to speak about how to fast and everything because I'm going to put that in the description. So, I say all that to say, it's deep. I want y'all to keep in mind, you are what you eat. The energy that you put in your body is the energy that your lifestyle appears to be. The energy and the consciousness, or whatever you feed yourself, because everything is condensed spiritual consciousness and matter. So if I'm eating sunlight, my life is going to have more of that light manifest physically outside of myself. If I'm full of light, that means only light can be around me, right? It's more scientific than anything. People think science doesn't work in spirit, but many people don't realize that science came from spirit. What can I say? You need to detox your stomach. You need to detox the foods that you eat and the things that you feed yourself. You want to become what you eat, right? So don't look at, oh, I'm a watermelon because I ate watermelon. No, what is the energy of that watermelon? That's what you become. What's the energy of it? What's its characteristics? It's full of life. Water's emotion and shit, but it detox emotion. So let's look past that, what it is. Let's look at more of the sacred geometric energy of it, the colors, which is the frequency of it. Watermelons can be green. Watermelon supplies hydration to the heart, which is the green chakra. Inside is red. Watermelon does a lot of blood cleansing, lymphatic system cleansing. It helps your body generate energy. It's electric. It's alkaline, right? Alright, it's deeper than just eating healthy foods, though. That's the thing. You gotta remove the energies that create the stagnation in the first place, and then fill yourself up with those higher energies. You don't have to eat from food. You can eat from sunlight and meditation. You can eat from breathing. If you eating from low bullshit on TV, social media, you watching what? You watching Christian Rock every day on TV or some stupid stuff, not realizing you're digesting the spirits of that situation. That's why they push all that bullshit in our faces. They want you to feed on that. Because people don't realize you feed with more than just your mouth. In Las Vegas, the most popular food. My dogs are just tripping right now. They going in and out, in and out. They don't know how to sit still. I don't get it. But anywho, this nigga said broccoli hot dogs. You heard them? Them ads retarded. But no, like, watch what you feed yourself. Cleanliness is closer to godliness. And for these godly works to happen, you have to be clean in your being. You see, that mastery comes when you awaken that God being in yourself. That means he's awake. He's no longer with amnesia, with wool over his eyes. Many of the foods we eat will feed parasites that purposely send signals to our brain to push wool in front of our eyes so we don't see the blessings in our faces. I want y'all to realize you got blessings in your faces. And they are from within you. You have the power to generate literally anything in this existence. And divine law supersedes worldly law. They don't want to see what the powers of divine law is as worldly beings. Anywho, I digress. So, I want y'all to think, feed yourself life. Why is it that you feel good after eating a bunch of fruit and vegetables? Even deeper, why is it if you wake up in the morning time, you eat a whole bowl of fruit? The most nutritious things you can eat is fruit as a frugivore human being, because that's what we are by nature. That's what our bodies are designed to be, frugivores. Not vegetarians, not vegans, frugivores. Eating fruit with alkaline P like every frugivore species. How is it when you eat and you want a full stomach of fruit, you still craving some food? But you're full though. What are you craving? Why are you craving it? Think about that. Fruit has more nutrition. It's a powerhouse of nutrients and minerals that your body actually needs. But you don't get that from meat. You just get fatty oils and the mass of it that make you feel full. But you don't get no nutrition. That's why people that eat meat, I mean, not saying everybody, but there's a lot of people that eat meat that are malnourished. Dark circles around their eyes. Because they're not getting iron. They're not getting energy. Getting sickness and stuff from eating the butchered, blood sacrifice foods that were sacrificed by our oppressors and sent to us with these low cheap prices through McDonald's and all this other stuff on purpose. Just to keep you eating sickly food. Look at my dogs, man. Anywho, just want you to think, there's levels to this. Why do they purposely push this in front of black people faces? Or melanated, excuse my French. How is it that they're always promoting to eat some food that is bad for you? And they just want to say, it's okay, it's just food. But you don't realize that food feeds a certain part of your brain that keeps you in a sense of a lack of self-discipline. To make you live as the pig that you ate. So you don't have no morality and do something that's a lack of morality. And then sit there and feel bad about it later because your soul is upset that you literally entertain the energy of the flesh over the soul due to this lack of morality from the food that you ate. Imagine this, if you water fast, you do not have any thoughts hitting your brain telling you to do bad things. Especially if your environment is clear. But then the minute you eat you something you know you have no business eating, that feeds a parasite or a candida parasite or a worm that came into your body from meat or whatever, all of a sudden you cannot stop craving it. Why is that? Because the food tempted you to begin with. Hey, I look good, eat me. It's temptation, just like the Bible says. You eat it. Now you didn't allow it to set spirit in, because it's an artificial spirit, because you're eating artificial food. Now you have artificial thought forms, or artificial thoughts, which is another word for spirit, sending spells to your brain to make you live an artificial lifestyle that is discordance, that's not in accordance with your soul. You don't realize you're a temple of God. People think this shit is something else. They don't know how serious this really is. How are you to master yourself if you have no self-discipline? How are you to maintain self-discipline if your thoughts are bombarded by artificial foods? How am I to get up and go to the gym every day if the food that I ate, you know what I'm saying, is now sending me spells to my brain to tell me to relax so the parasites that came in through the bad food can be comfortable within my temple? It's exactly that. Exactly that. It is not no deviance. It's exactly that. That's not a candy coat. It's exactly that. Scientifically can be explained and proven. This is not something that's pseudoscience. I could get a microscope and show you worms in the colon of a meat eater. Not a microscope, a magnifying glass. You don't even need a microscope. These worms are big. Y'all don't realize y'all got a colon full of worms if you eating meat. Now, these dumbasses out here eating this raw meat, talking about its spirituality, our ancestors didn't eat no raw meat. Why the fuck are you eating some food full of parasites that's going to lead you to your destruction? You at least can cook out the worms. You just can't cook out the eggs that hatch in your colon and birth more worms in your gut. But why would you eat raw meat? There's people doing their dumbass challenge and going into cardiac arrest from an overwhelming amount of parasites and shit, cholesterol and all that hitting their blood and overwhelming their heart. Don't be these dumbasses, man. If you're a melanated person, with a complexion, and you eating raw meat that goes directly against your spiritual and natural physiology, you can end up in a hospital doing that stupid stuff if you want to. Not only that, your mindset becomes like that of the Matrix. Your mindset becomes dense and low vibrational because you just ate some dense and low vibrational energy. You supposed to have more water in your colon than solid shit. People that are full of shit, that phrase is not for nothing. If they're full of shit, their brains are not functioning. Their mindset, their attitudes is that of someone that is full of shit. People don't know how real this is. You grow up, you 20 or 30 years old, you got 20 or 30 years of shit compacted in your colon. You could detox, but one water fast is not enough to knock out 20 or 30 years of shit in your colon. Pounds of it. In this shit, nigga, it's parasites. It's worms. They're colonies of worms. Think about the word colony. Colon. It's the root word of colony. What happened? What did we call the people that first invaded this country? Colonists. They want to colonize your minds. Colonize. Colon your eyes. I can't make this shit simpler. We don't know what the fucking English language is, but the root words is more words than the words that we speak. Look at the actual meaning of the word outside of what the society that you live in considers that meaning. Because these meanings are spirits of spells. Every word has an innate meaning before man decided to change what it means. Yeah, man might have created these words, but keep in mind, we created these words in the beginning based off the spiritual energies and frequencies that created the shapes considered the alphabet. We don't even know our English alphabet. It's literal symbols that means things on their own by themselves, just like the Chinese and Asian languages. Every alphabet itself tells a story. To draw it is the story. When you drawing the letter E, you start here, you go like this. That's a story. You start inward to go outward, and then it surrounds you. Energy starts inward, then moves outward, and then it surrounds you. I just drew the letter E with my hand and painted that same picture that I just showed you, that I just spoke. So why do we use E for energy? Energy. Fuck the spellings. Go to the pronunciations. And then even deeper than that, remove the vowels and just leave the consonants, and you can interject any vowels you want, and you will create different variations of the same fucking word. We use spells. Spirits of L. We speak in spells to each other. When we greet each other, when we speak to each other, we speak in spells. If I sit there and say, fuck that man, I hope he dies, I just cursed him. You know how deep this shit can go? They're brainwashing our people to curse our people just because they don't fit a narrative they want to believe. And we wonder why our race is suffering. Look at Kevin Samuels. All he did was speak the truth. Why we got women celebrating his death? Just because the truth is hard to digest for a lot of sensitive people. But yet we got people that's actually being destructive, and they say that's just that person. That's brainwashing. Meanwhile, y'all destroying your own people, but all these other non-us people that's doing stuff, we let it slide. Brainwashing. Especially our so-called spiritual people. I'm on y'all ass because y'all sitting here throwing hexes at each other like we was throwing bullets at each other with the Bloods and Crips. Now the women is killing everybody with hexes. Oh, you didn't think it was that real? You didn't think it was that real? They got us from shooting each other in the streets. Now we spiritual. We think we doing better. Now we hexing everybody. Instead of just protecting ourselves. Y'all hexing trying to trap men. Y'all hexing trying to trap individuals. Y'all hexing trying to destroy the lives of women that got your ex. Y'all hexing trying to do stupid shit out of feelings. Using God's power, the power of deity, the power of self and soul to attack the soul for mundane, egotistical, parasite-driven reasons. Parasite. In other words, the meats that you ate that housed those worms, you allowed those worms to use your higher consciousness against you and your higher self beings, your reflections. This is why they even made it seem like it's just evil. It's evil with evil people. There's good and bad Christians, there's good and bad practitioners that do magic. There are beings out here that will give you a reading, tell you the right shit, and then once they got your attention, tell you to do something self-destructive now that they got your attention, because they're not serving their higher self. They're serving low energies. I know of a Satanist that can't even say the word Satan because the word Satan is Samadhi and Saturn, and that's justice. How you a Satanist and can't say Satan because that spirit is really Christ? Oh, did I say too much? Y'all don't know what words is, so y'all cannot judge me for that. Break down the etymology of where these words came from. A Satanist, he believes in the devil. No, he serves parasitic spirits, tricksters. They give him power to do wrong. He can't even speak the name of divine spirits. He can't even say the word Saturn. He can't say Christ. He can't say Jesus. He can't say nothing. He can't say Heru. He can't say nothing that's in alignment with soul. Why? Because it upsets them spirits. And these words are spells. I could send a spirit through a word. It's that deep. If you're looking at Facebook and watch somebody, they got them videos that come out and people get killed on videos on Facebook, and like, there, don't open if you're sensitive type videos, and you open it and watch that shit. You don't know that you just took in the spirit. If you decide to feel emotional towards what you just seen, you just allowed the spirits of that incident to enter your vessel. And now you house those same spirits that was present during that present moment somewhere else on this planet. Using technology to send spirits. People think because it's technology it's not spiritual. Everything in this matrix is spiritual. The entire matrix is spiritual. It's just spirit in its lowest solid form. Solid, liquid, and gas. Y'all need to think how deep this shit really gets. If everything's spiritual, of course they could trap consciousness inside of matter. What about those voodoo dolls? What about them dolls you see in Benin, Africa, when they set them on the ground and everybody's chanting and dancing, and then the doll comes to life because they all project their consciousness into the doll? This is real life stuff. I might even pull up a clip and show y'all. This is not make-believe. This is science. Magic is just science that is unseen. Just like Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi could be considered magic. Can you see Wi-Fi technology? But you can feel it. So can you see a spiritual attack? But you can feel it. People wonder what this disease was that happened in 2020. People dying from radiation from something they can't see. A virus is an energy sickness. You know what an energy is? A spirit. A spiritual sickness. They could send a spirit through technology. Like your Wi-Fi boxes. To cause radiation in your blood and kill all the oxygen in your blood, to make your blood rust and it hit your brain, make your brain short circuit. Now you got brain fog, to make your other organs shut down. And they trying to say symptoms that's related to that. What they call that? Underlying symptoms? No, man. Your blood dark when they give you the test. Now all of a sudden, you don't hear about it no more. My people still living. I seen a lot of dead birds. Right when they rolled out them things. My dog caught cancer and went blind in the eye right when they rolled out that 2020 shit. I could tell you some shit. I had to wear more jewelry than ever to block off these waves. Because they using technology to send y'all spiritual warfare. And y'all paying attention to this technology like this is just a new age. No, bitch, no. I'm sorry I had to say it like that. Take knowledge, E. Take knowledge from your E, your inner chi. With a device. So they could devise I plan to siphon your consciousness. They don't like me. I don't give a damn. I got spiritual warfare that they don't know how to fuck with. They can't war with God direct, especially when a man knows his power. I'm not Tory Lanez. That nigga can pray all day. I deal with these spirits direct. And they don't care. Because we about honor over here. We about liberating the soul. They are about enslaving the soul for political agenda. They can't call me anything. They can't do shit. I just give them liquor and watch what happens. That's not even all of them. That's what's even worse. So anyway though, man, I'm not gonna get too deep. I digress a lot. I just want y'all to know it's okay to protect yourself. It's okay to use these powers of God for self-preservation. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. To preserve yourself. Me, I'm not even a citizen. I'm a private American. My name doesn't even fit under a jurisdiction that someone can attack me under. I own my name. So it is really deep. Y'all don't know how the system is actually intertwined with spirit. But I'm not going to touch that. But if y'all want to know more about that, probably from a more religious or non-religious respect, depending on your perception, y'all can look at justiceofliberties.com and they'll teach you some stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a trusted site. justiceofliberties.com. And also, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go ahead and get off of this because I ain't going to make this bitch too long. I love y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the cash app. But most importantly, man, just share this shit, man. Get the word out. All these people pretending to be spiritual. We tired of these fake spiritual people just doing it for a trend, just to look cool, while they're just tarnishing the name, the image of spirituality. So now men are looking like, oh, she said she's an Aries, I don't want to deal with her no more. You see, y'all leading the men away from the spiritual women by trying to make spirituality all about sex and signs, and y'all don't even know what these astrological signs really are. Nor than even that, y'all don't even know who y'all are yourselves. Y'all want to live the same regular human lifestyle, but act spiritual. No, it's a lifestyle. You're not going to live as a human being a spiritual person. You're not a human, you're a God in a flesh. I move as a shaman. I talk to spirits more than people. I don't even entertain low spirits. That's what you would consider the spirits of quote-unquote the devil. It's not all love and light. Doesn't God have a wrath? But ain't his wrath always to defend his own? Or her own? However y'all want to view it, because this new age is promoting women to be everything. You know, we don't even realize that your soul is genderless. It's just to destroy the logic of the mental. The men. But hey, there's levels to that. We're both powerful and balanced. It's balanced. We need each other, man. So stop excluding one side. We need each other, nigga. Each other. And don't get mad at me for saying nigga. Or naga. A negas. Or ananagi. Heavenly serpent. These dragons ain't on this screen for nothing. Those that have seen mastery know what these dragons are about. And it's Amaru Khan Nation. The truth is going to be shown regardless. They can't ban the truth no more. Because you can't ban God. You can't ban the divine power. And to war with God, you will lose every time. And until we wake up and realize what we are, we'll continue to be herded like sheep. And what's worse, they even put "I am the sheep herder" on police cars. Because y'all don't even know y'all power in the system. But I've said enough, if not too much. DoshaLyfeTv. Like, subscribe, hit the cash out. I went a little deep, but hey, it needed to be said. If you hear it, you hear it. If they ban it, I know how to touch them. It is what it is. This is not no joke. This is not no threat, none of that. It's just, y'all got to respect. Self-preservation is a thing. Sabotage is something that goes directly against self-preservation. Everybody's living like to sabotage somebody. Stop. We don't do that. We want to uplift everyone. We are not about making enemies. We don't have enemies. The only true enemy is the inner you that wars against your soul. And until you remove that inner you, nothing outside of you can touch you. Nothing outside of you can touch you when you remove that being, that part of your being that's not you, out of yourself, that causes you to move in an act of self-destruction. I'm about self-empowerment, therefore soul empowerment. They're about siphoning your soul. So it stands clear where I'm standing with this. I put my life on the line for this. So, with all that being said, it's love. Because y'all don't know what happens behind the scenes of this matrix until y'all figure it out. Many of y'all already have. Because many of y'all are watching this. But anywho, man, DoshaLyfeTv, like, subscribe, hit the cash app, and share this bitch. Peace.